Beep beep, what is up ninjas? My name is Samworld and today I'm going to be showing you guys some techniques that you can actually use in trap and in any genre of music actually where you want your percussive sound to be tonal and you want to make a drop with it. Now the only difference is you're going to sample different things. For instance, if you want to make nightmare kind of drops with this technique, you're going to have to sample like metal hits or like hitting a metal can. For future bass you might want to sample toms so you can have them get that doo 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 kind of sound. And in our instance we're going to be doing stuff like this, which is what I referenced for this tutorial. So this is what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna use the sampler, load in a percussive sample. Where if it needs some tonal changes or you want to change the sound completely so it sounds more synthy, we're gonna be using FM, and for this we're gonna obviously use the Ableton sampler, which is gonna allow us to FM the sound. Now with these type of samplers, the way that they change the pitch of the sound is that they're gonna increase the speed to get a higher tone and decrease the speed to get a lower tone. So you can use this to your advantage. Let's say you want the sample to last longer, you play a couple of octaves lower, then you can hit it with some FM with some high pitch to get a more higher pitch sound, but at the same time you're getting that slow sample. So let's get straight into doing this, guys, without further ado. Alright guys, so here we are inside of Ableton. Now most of the sounds we're going to be using for this are going to come from the Festival Revolution Volume 2 pack, which you can find over at evilsounds.com. It's currently on sale for $24.99 for the first week that it's out, and it's going to shoot up to $34.99 this Friday. 100% money back guarantee on it. If you don't like it, you can always return it. No questions asked. Now let's get straight with this, guys. So the first thing we need is a sampler and then just a drop MIDI tool, as you guys can see here. I'm going to put it up at C3 as that's where you want the sample so that it doesn't, you know, it doesn't get shifted or it doesn't get sped up or downshifted in any way, as we want to find a good sample with a good tonality. So I'm going to go into the perk folder, and I think I'm going to go with number 15 actually. That's my favorite. Okay. So the first thing we need to do obviously is going to be to add reverb to this, and this is where it's going to start to take a lot. Now in order to design your reverb, I always suggest putting it at 100%. So you only hear the reverb, and from there deciding if you want high frequency bass reverb, mid-low frequency bass reverb, or low frequency bass reverb. Now this answer is hard to answer when people ask me how do I get the perfect reverb and stuff, because it's different. You got to check your favorite tracks and hear the reverb. Now if I want more of that mid-low reverb, I'm going to use this input processing band here, which is going to EQ the sound as it comes into my reverb. So if I want the lows of it, there you go. If I want the highs, or if I want just the mids there. And after you've decided that, then you go with the size. Now a low size will give you higher bass frequency reverb, but the reverb will be more in the front of the mid. A higher one will give you a more lower based one, but it won't be so much as front in the mid. So I'm gonna go around there, and that's gonna be it for. All right, from there we can add an EQ, which, you know, I don't know why I put EQ2 there. I want an EQ8, and we're gonna add that. Just get rid of the lows, obviously, like any other sound. There we go. And of course we're gonna add a bit of OTT to mesh it together. Now signal flow is everything, and if you ever hear someone talking about signal flow, it just means the way that the plugins are ordered, or the effects. So the signal flow of this is reverb to EQ8 to OTT, or the order of things. So if someone tells you signal flow, they're just trying to be smart with you. So just say, why don't you just say the order that things are set up, man? It's a lot simpler. Just kidding though, that's kind of just dumbing it down way too much. And god damn it, Sachimo, what the fuck? I don't care if you're playing that. Once we have reverb in the front if you want, and it will give us a bit more tame, but here push to the front. So it's up to you how you want it. I'll go. All right, now from here, this is where magic starts to happen, because we can add different changes in pitch to this. And the way that sampler does it is that it decreases the speed it's played at for lower sounds, and it increases the speed the higher you go. So that way you get tonality out of it. Now some samples are going to have tonality straight out of the bat. So if I decide to go with something like, you know, like that, it's going to give that tonality. You know, so then you can do that. Now the question arises, what if I want to add more melody to it? You know, what can we do to give it more tonality? Well, that's where the second part comes in the main focus of this video, which is the FM section. The FM section is going to apply FM to that sample through frequency modulation, which just, you know, it increases the pitch or decreases the pitch of it, frequency. So we add it in, and that's how we do it, but you can see it sounds like crap. So we got to mess with the coarse pitch, which is the pitch ratio, 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3. Higher coarse will give you a higher pitch. As you can see, so let's go to 2, and let's lower decay on this so it only happens at the beginning of the sound. Take it off, you know. You gotta find a balance on the decay. Okay, and then maybe low. So that FM is going to give it a sound, as you can see. Now, it might not work for all the samples. Keep that in mind. It might work for some, not for others. So it's up to you to kind of mess around with it and see if you want it. If you give it a bit of attack as well, you can make the FM happen after the initial perk. Okay, as you can see there. You know, and that one has some good vibes in it. You know, we can even go. No, that's starting to sound more like an actual lead. Okay, so let's try another sample here, and we can go with different This one for sure is going to work really good because it has that nice Sign. Let's add a bit of pitch here. Maybe a bit of distortion. Slow it down. So you can see what it does, you know, it gives such a nice vibe. Let's go with some more. Let's try number 14. I don't even know what the hell that is. Let's go higher. Another cool sample we have here is tom number 1, you know, with the FM. Take it off. We add that pluck and we still maintain again that perk feel to it, and we can also have, you know, the close, open it with this filter so that we can get. Let's mess with the chord, add a bit of a tap. You know, if you want to make stuff like that, you can also make FM sounds through it. It's a very experimental way to do things, guys, but it just provides such unique sounds, and I want you guys to give it a shot, and hopefully you enjoy the format a lot to the point where you're making sick ass drops with it. But these are some of the ways to do it, guys, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And again, implement this, learn it, and if you like it, use it, and you guys have a great day, guys. Take care, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video.